Hello and welcome everyone. I just thought for today, with everything that is going on in our world these last few days, that what would be really healing for us to do at this time is to do a contemplation together to create unity. So with the death of George Floyd, and here in Canada, a Toronto woman of the Black and Native community, Regis Korchinski-Paquette, who also died under suspicious circumstances with the police. And then we see in the news with the burning, looting, violence, I think for many of us, it's left us with some heaviness and grief in our hearts. And so what I want to do is create a space here together for the next few minutes, doing a contemplation where we hold an intention for an end to this violence, this chaos and unrest, an end to all of what is behind this. So just understanding that outer peace always starts from the inside, from inner peace. It begins with our own hearts. And we may know this already, but in light of what's happening, sometimes it's easy to feel powerless. And we always need to, and then we need to remember our faith in good actions, that from good actions in our hearts, in our words, this will always bring good results. So just making ourselves comfortable here, finding a quiet place, and just bringing to mind a vision that peace is possible, that healing is possible. We can honor those who we have lost, sending love to them, honoring them, holding them in our heart with a mind of love, and sending prayers out to all of those who have suffered in these protests and throughout history due to racism, injustice, terrorism. The power of prayer is very strong. There have been many studies showing how groups of people who have been prayed over, unbeknownst to them that they were being prayed over, had significantly higher rates of healing than those who were not receiving the prayers. There are also many studies showing how prayers can reduce terrorism and fatalities. So while we're at home, because we can't gather in our communities or places of worship with the lockdown right now, but nevertheless, our prayers still work. We still have the power in our mind and our heart, and we can send this out into the world that needs it more than anything right now. Our thoughts and words have power. So we want to always be mindful of the thoughts we're thinking, the words we're using. They are creating a reality for us, and we are sending this out into the world, creating the world with our thoughts and with our words. So choosing wisely so that our thoughts and our words are contributing to healing. We can send a prayer for George Floyd and Regis Korchinski-Paquette, that their minds be protected by benevolent beings, that their minds be at peace. And we can honor their memory by bringing more love to this world, not letting ourselves get pulled into the dark influences we may find around us. We can imagine that in our heart we have a wish-fulfilling jewel. So in our heart chakra, this jewel, we imagine, radiates light outwards. As it radiates outwards, it reaches all living beings, including George, including Regis, including the police, anyone that's in charge, people on the streets, everyone in our communities and our neighborhoods. And we imagine that when this light reaches them, this light having the nature of love and compassion, that as it reaches them, it heals their mind, it fulfills all their wishes for happiness. It destroys any negativity. We can imagine that we are radiating this peace and this compassion to beings in all of our cities, to all people living in fear, in unrest, in grief, in angst. So we try to see this healing light reaching them now. Just allowing this peace to permeate our mind, our home, our family, our friends, letting it radiate into our neighborhood, our neighbors, seeing all these people surrounded by this healing light that pacifies all of their suffering, pacifying unrest, anger, uncertainty. Just imagining this light transforms all of these areas, bringing in healing, quiet, calmness, and unity. We want to become that which we want to see in this world, feeling that we are now becoming peace, becoming love for our community, becoming the healing that our world needs. And then imagining that this has actually happened. Seeing this with our mind's eye, and affirming that as it happens at the level of our conscious mind, it creates an effect. And then as we come out of this contemplation, we can set an intention to hold this mind of love, this sense of unity for the common good, holding this vision in our mind as we go through our day, as we walk through our neighborhood, in all of the words we say and our interactions with others. The world needs our help more than ever, and we have decided to become part of this global healing. So thank you all for bringing your hearts and minds to this contemplation with me here. I wish you much peace and happiness in the days and months ahead. Thank you.